Number 12, Penn State, Michigan State, Ford Field. We've got you Saturday. I almost said Saturday night. It's Big Ten Friday night this week with College Countdown starting 30 minutes before kickoff. This is similar in some ways. So let's just kind of go through what we expect some of the storylines to be. Penn State loses the 2 games to Michigan and Ohio State. Those were the 2 games they needed. They've beaten everybody else, some of them dominant, some of them not as dominant, but they've gotten to where they expected to be otherwise. They're 9-2. They have another chance to go 10 or 11-2 this year based on how everything plays out. Drew Aller, we mentioned, goes down last week in their game to Rutgers. Bo Prabula looked good when he came in. So that's really what they're fighting. They're fighting for 10 wins in the regular season, potentially 11 wins again to go 11-2 for the second consecutive year, or New Year's Six Bowl. That's what they're fighting for. And they're fighting to now develop potentially into next year, whether it's Drew Aller, whether it's Bo Prabula. One of those guys is going to have to look to continue to get better in the final week of the season. On the other side, you have Michigan State, who just won their second game in the last 3 weeks. They beat Indiana on a fantastic final drive by Caton Hauser, and he finds Malik Carr, who just put a bunch of guys basically on his back on the way to the end zone. Also, Montori fostered one of the best touchdown catches we've seen all season. One-handed, spin away from a defender, shed another tackler into the end zone. But Hauser played well, career high in yardage last week, and 245 to be exact. And Harlan Barnett is still auditioning for the job. I mean, plain and simple, he told us 2 weeks ago he wants the job. He wants to be the full-time head coach of Michigan State. He feels like if he had recruiting and a full offseason, things would look a little different. So 2 different kind of perspectives. We kind of know where one is. There's a lot of question marks on the other one. It's still a rivalry. It's the land grant trophy. So one of the weirder trophies, which we'll get to in a second. But I'm excited for the game. I think that it has a chance to be pretty fun, and there's some question marks that we're going to get to answer.
Yeah, I think, a couple things. First of all, what is the status with Drew Aller? And is he 100%? Is he a little bit nicked up? Is it affecting him throwing the football this week? We'll find out soon enough. I would not be surprised, even if he's 100% healthy, I would not be surprised if we see a sprinkling of Bo Prabula in the offense, because he gives them a different dynamic. I mean, he is a dynamic runner, and it makes the defense account for some things that you don't necessarily prepare for with Drew Aller. So I would not be surprised to see a little bit more sprinkling of him in this game. Then it's just a matter of, what Penn State team, what's their mindset overall going to be when they show up? And I think it'll be good. I think they realize, look, we didn't get it done against Ohio State and Michigan. We still have a chance to finish as a top team, maybe a top 10, in the final rankings, get to a great bowl game, and just build, forward for next year. So I really think that we'll see that from them. Michigan State, you mentioned Harlan Barnett is playing for the job and playing, is interviewing on the spot. So are all the players. The players are putting stuff on tape, and this is their last game, right? This is their last opportunity to go out and play, the last opportunity to wear that jersey, to wear that helmet, to have that brotherhood and that camaraderie. And we've been impressed, even though they haven't won the games that we've done. We've been impressed at their closeness, and their attitude, and how hard they play and how hard they practice. And so this is their last time to go through it. And, these guys, these players that have played in this season and have gone through all the adversity, from the coaching change to the losing, all that kind of stuff, they will be better human beings and better men down the road because of going through a season like this. But they do get one more opportunity to try to get a W.
Really well put. Really well put. Excited to see how they handle themselves on Friday.